Hello, once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brother Teacher. Why can't you lose weight? There's a real simple answer. You do not want to lose weight. That's why you don't lose it. And you know how I know, and how people that think like me know? You haven't done it yet. Every year, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, or even millions of people, go out on this New Year's resolution binge and say that on the 1st of January, I'm going to start my weight loss program. And they never keep it. I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking from my standpoint or my viewpoint and what I have seen and experienced from people that I personally know and who have even trained up under me. They never keep the New Year's resolution. If a pie is a full circle, what percentage of that circle, if you were giving a conservative answer, what percentage of that pie representing people would you say actually kept the New Year's resolution of losing weight? Would it be 100%? I'm sure you would say no. And that's probably even you included. Would it be 50% of the people would keep that resolution to lose weight? Don't think so. I, conservatively speaking, would venture to say that it's probably 10% or less of the individuals who embark on a weight loss program for the new year who actually don't keep it. Excuse me, let's flip that around. 10% keep it, and the 90% don't keep it. And the reason is quite simple. This is probably one of those untold mysteries and or secrets that doctors and nutritionists and many other people who are in the health food industry probably, or the health industry, may not tell you. But it's the truth anyway. Look at this video right now. Just a modest place that I'm sitting filming, okay? I don't have a whole lot of music going on, not a lot of bells and whistles, not a lot of advertisements. You know, I'm not showing any pictures or any things in the back, no embellishments whatsoever. It's just myself and you. That's for a reason, because I'm speaking to the common person, as I am. One common person to the next common person. I don't need the embellishment. I don't, and neither do you. So we're getting right straight to the point, to the brass tacks, as they say. Now, many people won't tell you this information, but you're going to get it right now, and it's real simple again. The food industry, all of the industries that make all of these potions and these pills for weight loss, all of these doctors who receive hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars for gastric bypass surgery and things like this, of this sort, they don't like this information because this is the truth. And the truth is simply this: you don't lose weight because you don't know your body. You don't know the human body is what I'm saying to you. Once you understand the human body and how it actually works, and how it works in relationship to food and exercise, which work in tandem, then you can begin on your journey to lose weight. But it all starts here. It all starts in your mind. Once you decide that you really want to lose weight, you will. And the reason that you haven't lost weight right now is because you haven't decided. Because if you have decided, you will have been well on your way, and you would be maintaining that weight, that ideal weight for whoever you are. So this is it. Fundamental knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's realize that we are in the junk food nation of the world, America. We have too much accessible to us. We have too much in the way of junk food accessible to us. We have too many foods that are laden with sugar, high fructose corn syrup, starches, the wrong fats, chemicals, preservatives, hormones, and so forth. So our bodies are starving. They're starving for nutrition. And that is the thing that we're not giving our bodies. So when our bodies are starving for nutrition, we eat. But we eat what is available, and what is available in most instances are the bad foods. And the food industry knows this. They play on your psyche. They know you like sweet things, sour things, salty things. So they continue to bombard the system. They continue to bombard the society and the grocery stores with the types of things that you like so that they can make $1 at the end of the day. It's all about the money. It's not about you being healthy. So when you go to the grocery store and you fill your cart to the top, shopping for 2 weeks or for the month, whatever the case is, if you were to step back and give an objective opinion of what you have in your cart as far as what's healthy, you would actually have to put 90% of it back, because none of it is. That is the truth about the industry. So what should you be consuming? The opposite of what I just mentioned. There is a plethora of things that I can mention in this particular video, but it would last too long. Do yourself a favor and get on the journey to finding out what foods are actually not healthy for you. Start eating whole foods. Start eating foods that are not processed. It's real simple. I'll leave it that way. Unprocessed meals. That means frozen TV dinners and pot pies and things like that. Anything that's processed in a can that has high concentrations of sodium and other chemicals in it. Stop consuming that stuff. Start eating the opposite. What's the opposite? Fresh, organic food that's been unadulterated. No herbicides, no pesticides, and so forth. Okay? That's number one. Number two, make sure that you get an adequate amount of exercise. We are the only creature that doesn't exercise anymore once we reach a certain age category. When we were all children, we frolicked around, we ran, we jumped, we played, we engaged in sports activities and gym and school and so forth. And we kept our weight down to what was probably ideal for us. But once we got older, we seemed to forget about that. If you look out of your door, and if you look in nature in general, what are the animals doing? They're moving. They're running. They're jumping. They're hunting. They're climbing. They're flying around. They're swimming. And there are no fat animals in nature. Now, I know someone's going to say, well, what about the polar bear? What about the bears? What about the elephants? That's the nature of that animal. So let's not play those games. But those animals are all muscular according to how they were created. Now, human beings are no different. Go back to the old way. Go back to the way that you were brought up before you got middle-aged and you began to sit down in that easy chair and cock those feet up and consume buckets of popcorn and drinking beer and eating jelly donuts and so forth. Go back to the days before, yesteryears, in the days when you took pride in your body and how you looked, and jump up and start a brisk walk every day, every morning when you get up, or some point of the day based on your schedule. Get back to the old way. And when you go back to the old way, you will start seeing results that will amaze you. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have one body. It is only one of us. And we have this one life to live. Don't you think it's a disservice when we don't take care of this one physical self that we have, this body that God has given us? I think so. So if you want to prolong your life, if you want to have a consistent and better life physically, physiologically, psychologically, do these things. Start eating healthy. Start drinking clean water, purified water, water with minerals if you can. Start eating true, unadulterated, organic foods, fruits and vegetables. Let those monopolize your diet and not meat, because meat and dairy are culprits that cause cancer. It's true, whether you want to admit it or not. And if you don't know it, I just told you. Do the research on your own. Don't just take my word for it. But I know what I'm talking about. If you are 5'9", 5'9.5", like I am, you shouldn't weigh 250 pounds or 300 pounds or more for some. It's ridiculous. I am 55 years old. I have been in the martial arts since I was a child, a young child. I have never weighed 200 pounds. I have weighed probably 187 at the highest. And even as I'm sitting here speaking to you, I weigh less than 185. It's true. And you know why? I made a choice. I said that I care just enough for myself, and I have a family that's depending on me, that's relying upon me for certain things in life, and that would want me to be around for as long as I could possibly be. And I'm sure that that situation is real in your life as well. Your families love you. They don't want you to die because of coronary disease. They don't want you to die because you've had a massive heart attack or a stroke, or because you are diabetic to the point where you lose your toes and your feet and your legs and you go blind. Your family does not want that for you. So why do you want it for you? I'm sure you don't. So exercise, eat a proper diet, drink plenty of water, and get plenty of rest. Sleep, I should say. Sleep is integral. If you don't get sufficient sleep, then that will age you quickly, and ultimately it will kill you as well. As much as you want to do 1,000 things a day, you learn to manage your life a little bit better. Learn how to manage your life. And if you need some help on managing your life, you need to ask someone. You can ask me. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll respond to you about life management. If you think you have too much on your plate, it's okay. I've been there, but I've done that. Okay? So, here's to you. Here's to the rest of your natural life. Here's to your success in your future, ladies and gentlemen. Because you deserve it. The Almighty put all of us here for a purpose. Don't shorten your time. This is Brother Teacher, as I always say. Yahweh love you, and I love you. So long.